another episode. All right, let me go ahead and just take a look here. Awesome. All right, so this is going to be a rundown episode of my favorite vibe coding tool that I'm using right now, which is Lovable. So you're going to see me like working down, but I'm going to try to maintain camera contact with you guys, but also just give you the rundown of Lovable and how you can also make something epic as long as you have an idea, not even technical. As long as you have an idea, not even technical, you can go ahead and make something. Tell me what you guys think about the mic placement. I like the Scully. But anyways, let's get down to it. Is that this is going to be lovable.dev, where you can go ahead and just build something and go ahead and create it. I want to go ahead and review this because I think this is a very powerful tool. As you can see, my love for it. I have 69 projects. But usually what I just try to go ahead and do is just come up with any type of products or any type of ideas that I usually come up with is that I go ahead and write it down and kind of think about like, why would I use this? And usually out of the 69 projects, I have probably found no use for any of them, but it doesn't stop me from creating. And this is going to be the community here. So people can come in and have their projects as public and other people can see them. And then they can go ahead and kind of remix them and really make them their own. And that's what really makes it cool is like, if you don't have an idea and you see somebody else who's sharing their idea, you can go in there, see what prompts that they used. As an example is that if I was to go ahead and click on here, just a crypto trading dashboard, open this real quick. This is going to be the crypto trading dashboard that somebody created, one of the people in the community. You can come over here and remix it. If you'd like to make it your own, you have the ability to go ahead and basically just see exactly, use it, just see exactly what it's doing and how it's being able to interact with, in this case, Bitcoin. And then if you wanted to, you would remix it and then start building something of your own. And as you can tell here, the globe right here just means that it's publicly shared. And again, we can go ahead and just go back to Lovable. So here goes Lovable, is that you have the ability right now. You have 5 credits a day that you can go ahead and use for free. So if you didn't want to spend the minimum of $25 a month, you do have the ability to go ahead and use it in order to go ahead and start creating. You do have 5 credits that you are able to build with. Now those credits, what that really means is that you have 5 questions that you can go ahead and ask. Once we go ahead and jump in, you'll see the chat format. And then in this case is that if you, for whatever reason, let's just go ahead and say that you were going into the monthly plan and then you went from, $100 to $200. And then the next month you just wanted to go back down to 100. The nice thing about this is that you don't lose those credits. So let's just say that you had 400 credits because you were on the $100 a month one, and then you drop down to 50, and that is only allotting you 200. Then what would happen is that anything that you didn't use from that $50 or that $100 credit, let's just say that you didn't use 200, you'd be able to go ahead and kind of roll it over and basically see your bonus credits there. You can invite people. You can actually have a workspace. So they have 2 different types of options. So that you can have a team and then you can have a solo account. So it's going to be interesting how they go ahead and build out the team because you still are pulling from the same credits. So if you have a team and then you have 200, or let's say it's 400 credits, it's if you have a team of 4, essentially whoever's going in there and making edits, it's pulling from that 400 credits. So right now I do not have a team. I don't know if I want to have a team, but at the same time, it gives you the opportunity there. And then appearance, light, dark, or whatever the system requires there. So it's pretty easy, pretty intuitive. I didn't go over the settings here. Yeah, for the settings, again, you can go ahead and change it. You can give yourself a job description. You can put an avatar there. If you have a team, again, you can upgrade and then you can have a team there. Obviously with billing, you can go ahead and set it up with Stripe billing. You can go ahead and take a look at your account as to, what you might have here. Put your information if you'd like to have your information shared here. you can go ahead and do it. And then the labs is basically for GitHub. You have the ability to go ahead and kind of share or connect this with GitHub. And then you have Superbase for databases. And then you have obviously GitHub for integrations there. And so now we can actually let's go into one of my projects, because like I said, I just wanted to go ahead and jump into one of the projects that I've made and give you guys a kind of a behind the scenes look. So essentially, when we're in here, this lock is going to go ahead and mean that it's private. And then you are going to be able to kind of have a conversation with AI as to what you want it to build. Now, the big thing about this is that it's a conversation. So it's going to go ahead and tell you what it's done. And then you have the ability to put it into chat. Now, what chat allows you to do, it allows you to go ahead and basically chat. It's still going to take away from your credits, but you can go ahead and ask questions like, hey, what do I do here? Or what do I do there? And then it's going to be able to answer the questions. The nice thing about this is I probably don't have it in here, is that, there we go. If you ask a question and you say, hey, what happens if I do this? Or what happens, or what does this look like? You can ask those type of questions, and it's going to go ahead and give you a rundown. It's going to read over your app, and then it's going to go ahead and basically answer the question within the app. So if you wanted to do a Q&A, you do have the ability to go ahead and do a Q&A. And then at the end of it, kind of ask it, hey, what's it missing? Or what do I gather from this? And then it'll tell you exactly what it's missing. It'll tell you a plan to fix the problem, as you can see right here. And then you have the ability to go ahead and say, hey, go ahead and implement the plan that you created. Again, that's going to take credit, but then you're able to go ahead and not necessarily build something that you think you want, but the AI thinks something else. You have the ability to go ahead and have a conversation with it. And if you agree upon what needs to be built next, that's what the chat feature is really, really good for that insight. And then if you like it, you can go ahead and, implement the plan. You have the ability to go ahead and edit here. Now the edit, I think it does a great job, but you have the ability to go ahead and edit. And then if you click on certain things, waiting for live preview, that would be nice if it worked. But sometimes when you click on certain things, you can go ahead and change basically the wording or the letters or whatever, or you can go ahead and just delete it. But you can go ahead and kind of see exactly what you can go ahead and kind of do here. I'm not going to do anything there. So that's what the edit is. Obviously with the attach, you can go ahead and attach any type of photos or anything that you'd want to go ahead and attach. So if you want, let's say, your dashboard or your landing page to look a specific way, you go get that picture, you go ahead and attach it, and you just tell it, hey, this is what I want it to look like. And then you have the ability to go ahead and add a couple of things here. So this is important here because if you are building something that requires a database, Superbase is able to go ahead and be installed. And if you are not that technical and you don't want to go and build out Superbase as to the tables that are needed, the views that are needed, you still have the ability to go ahead and tell AI what you want it to build, and it will go ahead and build that. And then again, you don't have to be technical. We can call it vibe coding. You can go ahead and basically just work on your idea and see it from idea to actually actually a SaaS, right? Or a web app. And then here, you're going to go ahead and see history. So the history, the thing that's kind of cool is that if you click on history, you can go ahead and see exactly what was done there. And if you wanted to go back to a different version, you have the ability to go ahead and restore it to a different version. The knowledge base. So this is going to be where expertise come into play. And what I mean by that is that what type of app do you want to build? Do you want it to be built strict? And do you have the parameters that you would want to go ahead and have this app or have the knowledge base of? So if you do have that, you can go ahead and put instructions in here, which would be a knowledge base. And then the chat or Lovable will refer to this anytime that it's building your particular app. So that way it's only building it to the docs or the knowledge base that you're giving it. So that way you can get something that's a little bit more custom built for you. And then just project settings. I think we did go over that. Actually, I don't know if we did. So it's going to go ahead and let you know is that how many AI edits happened, how many accounts or messages did you have? When was this created? What's the name of this? Who the owner is? Is it private? You can go ahead and hide when you're sharing this as a link. You can go ahead and hide the Lovable badge. You can rename this, you can remix this, or you can delete this. And you can put it in any type of category that you'd want. I'll put it into, a website. Actually, online. Put it into that. But then you have the ability to go ahead and do that. If you also wanted to, a high-level overview again, is that you have the ability to go ahead and click on domains. So if you had a domain that you wanted to go ahead and tie to this Lovable idea, whatever you have or whatever you're creating, you do have the ability to go ahead and buy a domain, and you have the ability to connect the domain. So that way you are able to go ahead and build something and then have it go live as soon as possible. I think that's really it for the breakdown. And you have the ability to also click publish. But I do think that that's going to be it for the breakdown as to how to use Lovable. You're going to want to go ahead and have those type of, what I would suggest is going onto like ChatGPT or going to Claude or going to like Gronk or something like that. So that way you can go ahead and say, hey, I have this idea, and then write out your idea and then ask those AI programs, other AI programs, to create a PDR. So a product requirement document. Once you create a PDR, it actually is almost like an AI prompt that actually helps you without using your jargon. It basically is helping the AI understand what you want to build. As soon as you're able to go ahead and do that using OpenAI or Claude or anything like that, I would copy that. I would come and put it in here. When you're starting, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all the way to the top, but you're going to be able to go ahead and put this information in here. And then once you put it in there, obviously it's going to be able to start building this out for you. So again, you would basically copy, paste it, and then you would be able to go ahead and come over here, paste it in here, and then go ahead and hit enter. And then it will start building out your either app or your idea and be able to go ahead and see it built out in real time. So again, this is something that I enjoy. This is definitely something that I want people who don't understand or who are not technical to go ahead and jump in. You get 5 free credits a day. So you're able to go ahead and kind of understand it. If you want more videos like this, please go ahead and subscribe. But I really like it. I wanted to share it. I don't think it's a gatekeeping, essentially. I think that people have to understand that your creative mind, now tied to AI, you can actually build what you are looking to build. And I think that it will be a lot helpful. It'll be very helpful if others are able to go ahead and jump in. Just have an idea, play around with it, and see what you can go ahead and create. If for whatever reason you're not understanding this, but you start playing around with it and you just want to go ahead and connect the dots, we can help you, or I can help you, just doing the back end support, just meaning making sure that, Stripe is connected if you want to go ahead and start taking payments for your app, or if you want to go ahead and just make sure that you understood, Superbase for your database, you can go ahead and just have a one-on-one. But other than that, if you have questions, go ahead and ask those questions. Comment down below. I'm excited about reviewing other vibe coding apps and showing you and giving you guys a review. I don't know if I would say that I can give it a scale of 1 to 10. I started this video saying that this is my favorite vibe coding, this is my favorite vibe coder to use, because it allows you to go from zero idea to seeing what is. That's it, to seeing what is. But other than that, and what I mean by that is just like you go from idea to actually seeing it built and being able to play around with it. And I think that's so super, super, super cool. So I'll be reviewing all of these vibe coding apps to see what I think is the best and sharing that with you. Again, I've played around with a lot of them. So if you have ones that you'd like me to review, or you've had ones that you basically think might be better, again, comment below. I know I've tried to end this video like several times, but this time I'm going to let you guys go. And thanks for watching. Peace.